as soon as I hear myself.
I have shared the link of the live, so you can share it with your friends if you wish.
Yes, I can hear myself. Great. Okay, so we're live, and thank you, Sevil, for sharing the link. You can share it with your friends, family, whoever you'd like to watch you. It's a good chance for you to look back at your experience, look back at the language you used, and analyze it later on. If we have anyone who's watching us live, I would kindly ask to prepare the questions, and we are going to answer each of them at the very end of the session. So if your friends are going to watch us live, they can prepare their questions, type them, and we'll look up and answer all the questions. And just again, I will briefly introduce myself. My name is Elena Rudova, and I'm an English teacher. I'm an IELTS speaking tutor. I'm a speaking examiner, and I'm a founder of this speaking club. And Sevil, it's over to you. You can also briefly introduce yourself.
My name is Sevil Bayraktar, and I am also an English teacher. Well, I'll do my MA in English Studies, hopefully. Yeah, welcome once again.
Where are you going to do that?
I'm going to Finland, so I'll move in Finland in maybe 30 days, something like that. So
it's coming soon. Yes. For now, we live in the same city with Sevil, but soon she's going to do her master's degree in Finland, and that's thanks to IELTS, of course. So most of you are taking IELTS, and hopefully this session will contribute to your preparation. Okay, so first I'll ask you to introduce yourself, then we will start working in breakout rooms. We'll provide you feedback over there, and after all, we will ask you to stay a little bit longer so that I can introduce you with the paid membership of the club, and it's going to be great if you can join us. Okay, so let's get started. I can see Lisette, and Lisette has been a member of our club for quite a long time. So Lisette, can you introduce yourself?
Sure, Miss. First, thanks for the invitation. And my name is Lisette. I am from Ecuador in South America. I speak Spanish, is my native language. And I am a self-taught student of digital arts. And currently I am running my own art business. So yeah, that's the way I spend my time.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Eva wanted to introduce herself. Eva, please.
Hello, my name is Eva. I come from Czech Republic. And
can you turn on your camera, please? We don't see you.
I don't want to share my face because it's first time and I don't want to be.
Okay, keep carrying on. Sorry for cutting your words.
Okay. And thank you for invitation today. And I would like to improve my English, because I don't have a possibility to speak in these days in English, and that's why I would like to improve my language skills.
Okay, it's nice that you came. Thank you so much. Ilya, it's over to you.
Hi to everybody. My name is Ilya. I'm from Moscow, and I'm going to pass IELTS, I think in October or December. So, and I want to take a part in speaking club for the first time, to make a prop. Is it helpful for me or not? So that's why I'm here, and I'm a landscape designer and also a master in plant pathology.
Wow, okay, great. So I hope you can pass your IELTS really really successfully, and well, I'm sure that our speaking club sessions will continue.
I'm absolutely not sure about it because I already tried once, and I have to have for my future work about 7.5 score, and it's a really high score, and I'm not sure that I can do it.
No worries, we'll clear all your doubts once you start participating in our sessions.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Coco, it's over to you. Coco has become a member of our speaking club. Congratulations. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm on board.
You're on board.
Yeah. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Coco. I live in Macau, and I've just finished my bachelor degree, and then I plan to have a gap year later. And then, yeah, I want to speak English more naturally and fluently. So that's why I'm here.
Great. Okay, you have great goals. And Coco, if some people don't know where Macau is, can you please clarify?
Oh, Macau is near Hong Kong. I think you guys know Hong Kong, right? And it's in China.
Okay, thanks for clearing it up. So we have Kadir, or Mr. Green, as we call him, because he's been also a member of our speaking club for a long time, and we used to call him Mr. Green. So Kadir, it's over to you. The way you introduce yourself will affect how we will call you, so how we will name you.
Greetings, everyone. Actually, my name is Kadir. I am from Syria, especially from Aleppo. Well, I'm maybe one of the old warriors from this community, and I'm so happy to be one of them. I'm a software engineering student, reached the third year soonly, thanks to God. And I'm planning to do some PhD and like get high degrees and spend all my life studying, maybe. Maybe this is one of my hobbies. This is all about me. I don't have too much things to do right now, just like learn some new languages or, things related to my field.
Yeah, Kadir is also trying to help you with technical support. Yeah, he usually does this and that, so like about Telegram bots and other things. So thank you, Kadir, very much for doing your best to help me.
Thank you, Miss. It's a pleasure for me.
Okay, now we're over to Maria.
Hello, it's me, Maria. Maria Abigail. I grew up in Philippines, and I'm working abroad here almost over 6 years now here in Saudi Arabia as a nurse. I assigned in oncology. Yeah, and I like to take IELTS I'd like to go to USA to be with my sister. And I joined this kind of platform in order for me to expose myself to other people apart from our community or countrymen. So I'd like to be like, want to involve or join into like different culture people because I love to be with you guys. And also, another thing, I want to improve my English speaking skills. So that's it. Thank you for this moment.
Thank you for coming. Well, I'm sure you will pass your IELTS, and I would like to help you, and I hope this session will also contribute to it. So next one is Joshua.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joshua. I'm in Chongqing City. That's one of the biggest city in China. I'm 37 years old. I've been working as a researcher in Chongqing for more than 10 years. Nowadays, I'm doing my PhD, and I have planned to go to North America for the career. So that's the reason I want to pass IELTS test. I'm really grateful for all you guys to helping me.
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming. Thank you for coming. It's your second session with us, so it's great that you come regularly because, as you know, practice makes perfect, and regular practice makes it even better. Rebecca, it's over to you.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca from Indonesia. I want to join this meeting because I want to increasing my abilities to speaking in English because I need to improving my speaking ability in IELTS. So I need to make it become fluency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for coming. We don't see you. Are you shy to turn on the camera or it's not working?
Yeah, I'm a little bit shy.
Okay. I hope it's your second time. I hope the third time you will show yourself. We'll really wonder what person you are to look like.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming. And we have I think Shamim. Shamim.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. This is not your first time here, so please introduce yourself.
Thank you. And I am Shamim. I am from Bangladesh, and I also want to improve my English. And I have lots of grammatical problems, so I want to enhance my grammar also here. So I'm here. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, so let me just tell you that we are going to break up in groups, and the ones who'd like to stay here, please raise your hand. Else I'll just randomly, decide who's going to stay with me or who's going to go and follow Miss Civil, because Civil is going to take care of you in a breakout room.
Well, for me, you know, the whole story, I don't have too much differences. So suppose it's depends on you.
Okay, so should I decide on the ones who are staying then?
I suppose so.
All right, no worries. Okay, so we'll have a one breakout room. I'll assign you manually, just bear with me, please. So Coco and Joshua, last time you were with me, this time I would like you to join Miss Seville. She will take care of you. Okay, so the groups are ready. Now, the only thing you need is just to click the button. Some of you will stay here, some of you will just go follow Civil in the breakout room. All right, so yeah, I can see that everyone attended, and we have a newcomer. We have a Tran. Tran, hello. Where are you coming from? Tran. It's written KM Tran. Can you say, is your audio connected? friend. Can you introduce yourself? All right, perhaps perhaps you need time to fix it. So if you have a look, you know, at the in the meeting chat, you can see part 1 questions, and that's the part we're going to start with. There are just 2 parts, and they will just aim us to warm up a little bit. They're quite easy. They don't need like how old a vocabulary or something. Just, you know, just a warm up part. And how we're going to do it, round table, you will one of you will be assigned, and you will pick up a student, and you will ask a question, 1 out of 2, to the person who's staying here, okay? So for example, I would like Lisette to pick up a student who she would like to ask 1 of the 2 questions. There are 2 questions in part 1. Are you a happy person? Is it important to stay happy? And question number 2, do you think people in your country are genuinely happy? By the way, I hope you have received our PDF where we shared with you some useful vocabulary, sample answers, and more, so that it should have eased your preparation for today's meeting. So I hope some of you have done your homework. Okay, so all right, so Lisa, you can pick up someone.
Okay, Miss. I will choose question number 2 for Maria.
Yes.
Maria, do you think people in your country are genuinely happy?
Well, nowadays, because of the natural disasters and crisis going all over the countries and in our country, so most probably they are not happy because they need to think about how to meet the basic needs, and because you know money is really important in order to survive. So nowadays, I cannot say that they are totally happy because of the situations unless they, and that's it.
Yeah, of course, everything like political, economic situation in the country plays an important role on the people to be to feel happy. Yes, you're absolutely right. Maria, you can choose the same question, or you can pick another one and choose a student to address your question.
Same question, right, ma'am?
Same or another one?
Okay, another. Okay. Well, I'd like to choose this. Lisette.
Lisette.
I'd like to ask you about. Are you a happy person? Is it important to stay happy?
Personally, I consider myself a joyful girl. A cheerful woman. I like to see the positive side of things despite difficult moments or situations. This time specifically, I'm learning to choose to be happy, but not emotionally. Just try to have a good mood despite everything that could be happening around me. So yeah, that's about myself. I believe that it's important to have a positive attitude, maybe not just happy all the time in terms of emotion, but try to be okay with ourselves so it can help us to complete better our activities every day.
Thank you so much. Okay, then Miriam, could you please pick up a student and shoot your question? So just tell a name.
Sorry, I lost. let me see.
Well,
Ilya?
it was actually over to Ilya because.
Okay.
Sorry. Excuse me, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
So I have to choose the people that I asked about happiness.
You can choose Rebecca because she didn't speak.
Okay. Hi, Rebecca. I want to ask you about are you a happy person, and how and is it important to you to stay happy?
Yeah, I'm actually a happy person because sometimes if I face a problem, I can clearly think the solution, so I don't think too much about the problem. I think it is important to stay happy because when we are happy, so everything will be fine, and then we can make a lot of happiness for myself as well as to the environment. I think that's all.
Okay, now Rebecca, ask the question to Ilya.
So I will ask you, do you think people in your country are genuinely happy?
Okay, it's really sophisticated questions, especially in our tough times because of our bad states. So, and I think most of them are of course happy, but another part really unhappy and completely unhappy because of the war, and also because of a lot about a lot of economics problems, and also we have a really tough time in our country. So and I think that and also this question is very difficult because it's very difficult to quantify the happiness of the people. For instance, one of them make feel happy without house or without money for life, and another will be unhappy having at the same time a plane or a jet or a manroom. So it's really difficult to quantify happiness for all for people. But I think that in common ways in my country, most of the people quite happy, I think.
Okay, sure.
Of course, in general, and so I don't think that we are going to discuss the situation, current situation current situation in our country.
Yeah, we're not going to discuss. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been nice. I will provide all of you guys the feedback at the very end of the meeting. Now let's move on. So part number 2. Okay, so have a look at your meeting chat and you will see the questions. So what's the difference of part 2 from other parts? You have a look at the question. What is the difference? So first, it's only one. Yeah, only one question. Unlike in part 1 or part 3. But you will have to speak at extent. You will have to speak at length for about 2 minutes. I will set a timer of 1.5 minutes so that you will firstly gain the sense of timing. You will be able to time yourself. You will be you will develop this understanding when the time is up, because that's what you really need for IELTS preparation. And you have to, complete it. You have to develop your answer, start, develop, and finish it within this 1.5 minutes. And on the other hand, it will provide everyone with this same opportunities, time opportunities. You will speak at the same length. So, and have a look at the question. Let me read it for you. Perhaps some of you don't see that. So describe a time when you felt really happy. You should talk about what the event was, when it occurred, why it was a memorable and happy event for you, and give any details of the event. Okay, so these are the guiding questions, but you can follow them or not. It's up to you. Important is to create a story. Here you've got to go into details, because again, you have a 1.5 minute of time, which should be filled in with some information. So idea generating strategies will be really useful. I'm talking, and some of you are, I hope, are preparing the answers. I'm just giving you the time to think of a moment where you've been happy. Of course, if you have prepared the answer already, I mean, before the session, it will be just fine, because we shared the questions, we shared the sample answers, so that you could get accustomed, at least get an idea what you are going to talk about. But I won't give you any time now to prepare your answers. You'll have to speak right away. If you'd like to start, just raise your hand and you will go first. Okay, Maria. Yes, Maria, it's over to you, please.
Well, many people dream to live life to the fullest and be happy. So today I would like to talk to you about the wedding that made me like I'm into over the moon. I'm over the moon because it's happening. It was my dream come true. It was a tough process, but we went through all of our through this dream. Yes, and I couldn't forget those memories that we fought, but we fell in love again with my ex-husband, now become ex-boyfriend, now become my husband. So it was a good memory for me, because we are in front of the altar. We with a vow, and it was positive phrases that in sickness and in health, and till death do us part. We are promising each other in front of the altar, and in front of our loved ones, family, and those people close to us. So I could most probably I couldn't forget those promises because of it's part of I'm sorry, I'm out of way. And
okay.
During the wedding, it's not all butterflies and rainbows, because during that time we process the wedding. We have so much things to do, like documents, sending to municipal hall, and we need to process.
I'm so sorry, the time is up.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry for that. I'm stuttered.
It's been a great time. Okay, of course there are some points that you have to develop, but you will work on it, and it will not happen in the exam. Right now it's practice time, so don't forget about it. So when you practice, it's totally fine. Okay, now I'd like to ask the same question to Ilya.
So I would like to tell the story about time when I felt really happy. It was when I was teenager and my father took me for my first expedition with him to the forest near on the slope of the Ural Mountains, and the most interesting moment was when we stay on the summit of on the one of the mountain and occur in a mist. So and it was unusual. It was unusual feelings when you stay in clouds, and I remembered it for whole my life, and so maybe it's not so noticeable for today's when I saw mountain higher than, but it was first time with my father, and also it was first time when I can touch the cloud. So and that's why it's remember it's this event is that's why I remember this events. So
Thank
that's
you so
all.
much. Perfect. Okay, so you finished just at the time, you know, the alarm was buzzing, so great timing. Okay, now I hope Rebecca is ready. Are you ready, Rebecca?
Okay, I will tell you about the most memorable event in my life. It is on my graduation ceremony for my bachelor degree. Actually, I'm a fresh graduation of geography student. It is on 22 January in 2018. It makes me happy because my friend from different faculty come and make time for me. They also bring so many gifts and flowers. The other reason is my family member also come and we make some photographs here. We take a photo in popular building in my university as well as at my faculty. In that event, we can also see the performance, not only our team, but all the teams in the uni. They play a lot of music here, and at this event, we also meet a lot of people from other faculty, so I can make a new friends here. I think that's all.
Yeah, time is up. No, you said it's all that the timer was pausing. Moni joined us. Welcome, Moni. Can you introduce yourself? Hi, Moni. Can you introduce yourself? Hello? Connect your audio. Okay, maybe you need some time. So, Moni, we are talking about happiness today, and the question is number 2. You know, you have to speak for 1.5 minutes to answer the question. And the question is, describe a time when you felt happy. If you open the meeting chat, you will see the question and the guiding questions as well. So, all right, this one is going, I think only Lisette and Moni are left. So Lisette, could you?
Sure, Miss. I believe that God has allowed me to live many pleasant moments, but there is one from small things like, for example, finding happiness in sharing with family or just watching the sunset or that kind of little things until important events. And one of them took a place in my memory, and every time I remember it, brings me more than a happy emotion, something like satisfaction or joy. And it happened on 2019 when I was 19 years old, while I was visiting my stepsister. She was at that time, I think, 7 or 8 years old. And at that time, she was having some troubles in the school. She was having low grades and she was really sad. Also, she has some problems with self-confidence, and she was like not sure if she is going to fulfill something. And that time I was visiting her, and in the afternoon we were I was helping her with the homework, and the day after that day she had an English exam, and I was trying to help her in a dynamic way, trying to help her memorize some words, and she was having fun.
Okay, time's up.
Okay.
Could you finish it? Or you?
Yes, Miss.
I think you're in the middle of the story.
Yes,
Miss.
Miss.
You were in the middle of the story.
If you allow me, I can finish the story.
Well, I of course I wonder, but you can text me the end of the story.
Okay.
You know my social media, so I'd like to know what. This is one of the criteria, yeah, when you're cut and you're in the middle of something, yeah, so it's like not coming to the climax of the story. It also counted, yeah, so you have to be a little bit well-paced. Anyway, thank you. There were quite a lot of good things. All right, so now part 3. Let me copy the questions to you. And does anyone know the difference of part 1, part 2, and part 3? What part 3 is different from the rest of them?
You need to develop your answer a little bit more, maybe something like that, as I remember.
All right. Yeah, Lisette, you've taken IELTS, so you know, you experienced it. Yeah, so the questions are harder. Of course, they request more academic vocabulary, although it shouldn't be really academic more, but still, yeah, the style should be different from part 1, where you can use some slang, jargon, but in part 3, it's required for you to lift up your vocabulary. So sometimes it's recommended even not to use, let's say, phrasal verbs, but go more with the actual verbs, the verbs that mean the same, but not the phrasal ones. So yeah, and it's, this part is connected with part 2. So if you were talking about happiness, probably they'll ask you to evaluate something, to analyze, to evaluate, to share your opinion, your position, to generalize some, some, I don't know, some views, some trends, some use of people in your country or general things. So it's a more difficult part. So let's just dig into it. And we will again have the same flow. So you have how many questions? Let me see. You have 5 questions, right? And please pick the one that you'd like to ask to the student, and you will just ask the student your question. Okay, this time I won't time you, so you are free. You can speak for as much as you can. Of course, if it's more than a minute, I'll have to stop you because it's unnecessary long. But normally, yeah, up like 45 up to a minute is quite enough. So, Ilya, would you please choose a student, a member of today's club, and choose a question? I think you're muted, Ilya. We can't hear you.
Okay, I'm going to ask Lisa. Do you think that talented people happier than other people?
Oh, that's a good one. The last one, yeah, are talented people happier than the other people? It's a quite controversial question.
Well, I believe that it's not necessary to be talented to be happy. For example, we can see that many people have success, maybe have many abilities, but they are not completely happy. They could have many physical things, but they can find peace in their minds. And I think that on the other hand, for example, are people that maybe haven't discovered their abilities yet, but they can be happy. I think that it depends on the mindset they have and also the attitude in front of a specific situation. So in conclusion, I think that talent can give us a plus in our happiness, but it's not necessary to be happy to found that talent.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Lisette, your turn.
Okay, I will ask Maria, what kind of people do you think are the most likely to be happy?
Wait, wait, sorry, my phone is something have problem.
If you want, we can skip you now.
Again, sorry.
Okay, I can ask again.
Oh my. Okay, now it's okay, all right. Okay, can I ask the question again?
Yes, we can see you now. Okay, the question is, what kind of people do you think are the most likely to be happy?
Well, those people that are contented of their life, that they don't need to dream a lot or achieve more in order to be satisfied in life. For me, those people who are grateful that they are alive and are reminiscing their beautiful past moments with their loved ones and family, and to those people around them, and being simple and live happily together with the family is a factor that bring people or makes people happy. So those people that have the qualities are personalities that are not aiming too much or not trimming too much wealth like that. So they have the ability to live life to the fullest and be happy and satisfied like that.
Okay, thank you so much. Your question? Can you see the question or should I read?
I'd like to choose someone. Rebecca. Okay. My question is, what contributes to making a happy family?
Thank you. That is a nice question. Maybe for making a happy family, we can make a simple thing that we need to do regularly, such as, for example, eating meals together in a table with an extra jokes as a dessert maybe, or maybe we can share everything our problem to each our family member, so we can release our stress, and we also can get a solution from the family members. it is important to making a happy family because I think it is a basic for our life. If our family condition is not quite good, so how can we face the other problem in outside of our lives? I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, some simple things may make people in the family feel happier, like gathering together, at least having talk, because some families don't even see each other. Yeah, both of the family members, as a mother and father, they're just working all the time. They don't see their children, and it of course causes some communication difficulties. Just seeing each other sometimes is enough, or doing things together is just sometimes enough, right? Okay, so Rebecca, your question?
I want to ask, what kind of people do you think are most likely to be happy?
Are most likely to be happy. Question number 3. Okay, who do you ask?
I
think you should ask Ilya because he didn't respond yet.
Yeah, maybe Lisette.
Lisette answered, only Ilya left unanswered. So Ilya, it's over to you.
It's not so I think that people who can be happy in life, and it's different kind. It's different types can we say about people, I don't know, but it's a really different people. I think when you are healthy and you have some dreams, and you know the way to these dreams, that's make you happy. And when you achieve small, and when you have ability to I forget the words. To joy of your achievements, small goals. It makes you happy, and I think it's difficult to say what kind of people can be happy or what kind of cannot. It's not a tough barrier between happy and unhappy people. I think that if you have sufficient efforts to achieve some goals, and have a big dream, and the way to this dream, you will be happy on this way. And also I think the people who can make people around them happier than they were before, and that's the way for people who likelihood will be more happier than others, I think.
Okay. Now, then I have a question to all of you guys. Why some people are happier than others? So everyone has ability to be happy, but why some people are happier than others? Any ideas?
Yes, I can give you an answer.
All right, you can raise your hand so I will see the order.
Sorry, miss.
No problem. Lisa, you can go ahead.
I think that the people that are happier are conscious about that. They are conscious that they are living. That this is that we have just the present. That the future doesn't exist, and the past is just a opportunity to learn. Because I think that the situation that maybe still our happiness is worrying about things that didn't happen, and also illusions. And social media doesn't help so much in this case. So I think that the people that are happy just live the present and feel grateful about what they have, from small things to relevant things, because it's just what we have now. Because yeah, the future doesn't exist.
So you're talking about focusing on present, yes? So,
Yes.
Focusing on the moment of present. Okay, that's a good thing. Rebecca, you wanted to say something? So, Rebecca, why do you think some people are happier than others? Rebecca?
Yeah. Can you repeat it again? Sorry.
Yeah, the same question. Why are some people
Okay.
happier than others?
Maybe because is it for number?
No, it's out of the list.
Oh,
It's
out of the list.
It's
Okay.
my question.
Okay. Maybe because every person have a different problem. They face sometimes sometimes that can be handled by someone, but for the other people, it cannot handle by them. So, for example, if we have a problem with our boss in the office, and then maybe for some happy people, we can see just let it go. But for the overthinking person, it will be a huge problem. And sometimes if they cannot handle by themselves, they will be maybe doing a bad things for her or his life. For example, like suicide, maybe. I think that's all.
Okay. Any other people who would like to contribute? Anyone else?
I think it depends on the level of dopamine in your brain and levels between dopamine and adrenaline. That's why we think that one people more happier than another, but also we can think that sometimes we think that extroverts more happy than introverts, and it's not completely the true, because of we have a different metabolism in our brain, in our bodies. So, and we can happier, we can seems happier than we are.
So you think it's like physically explained? It's the result of the dopamine in our body, in the cells. So some and the temperament.
Yeah, it's I think that's explained from the view of neurobiologist on our happiness or not.
Wonderful! Wow, that's an interesting perspective. And Maria, do you have your counts on?
Well, a few people are more than happy than anybody else because they have the ability to resolve the problem and how to cope up their experiences of or how they cope up the problem arises in their lives. I'm sorry. Okay, I would like to repeat the question. To repeat my answer. Okay. Lots of people have the ability. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Many people. Some people have the ability to handle the situations, and they accept that in their lives we have sadness and we have happiness, and we have the ability to divert their minds from sadness into worthy situations, like they are with their family and be together, have a have a good moment together in order to divert your mind to a negative one. So yeah, they have the ability to balance their emotions, and they knows that this negative inside their head can be resolved through the way how she handled.
Okay, okay. So you said that ability to handle the situations matters here. I believe that ability to handle ourselves plays an important role. Yeah, first you need to handle yourself to handle the situation, because sometimes our emotions are at the top, and it's hard to think clear, I would say.
Over our mindset.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, and I think the last question we have, do you think money makes people happy? I think we didn't talk about this one. Haven't we talked? I think this one we left out.
No, Miss, we didn't talk about this question.
Okay, okay, cool. So do you think money makes people happy?
To me?
All right. Yes, sure.
Okay. Well, I think that have two sides. I think that if we are honest, money can solve many things in our lives, like make things easier. For example, if maybe you are facing a difficult economical situation in your home, money can solve it. And maybe your mom, the people that is around you could be more calm. But on the other hand, it can solve, I can say, inner things, like mental things that maybe we can deal with every day. For example, when I was working, I realized something. Money can solve you many things, and as a young girl, I can say it's easier life with money. But I realized something. At that time, I realized something. Money can buy attention, can buy love, can buy support, can buy time, and that just make me anxious, not because I wanted to buy it, because just to realize the idea that these are things that this can buy, and it's just something that you have to work inside of you, and the other people have to work inside of themselves, and it's harder. So money can make our lives easier, but can make us happy from the inner part. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the idea that you can afford it makes you feel more secure and then eventually happier.
About money?
Yeah, that's what I understood from your speech, yeah. So the idea that you can afford something makes you feel secure and you feel happier.
As people can help us to feel secure, but don't solve our inner problems to be safe and secure with other things from mental strength.
Okay, yeah, what do you think?
I think that if we think about, I'm agree with Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. Excuse me. Yeah, I said Lisa, the name correctly. Lisette, excuse me, Lisette, excuse me. I agree with her answer, but also I want to say that if we look at to the money as to the source as a source that allows us to get our goals in our life, our dreams to come to reach our dreams, our thoughts, that of course money play a great role in this way. But if we talk about money as some achievement in your life, it's not true, because do you know a lot of people who have banks, and do you know many bankers who are really happy? I don't think so, but we can see such great men as Bill Gates, for instance, or I don't remember exactly who created Tesla. That's a real happy Elon Musk, yeah, and that's a real happy people, because they use money as a source as a source and for reaching their dreams and make dreams for anybody. So, and for instance, Bill Gates Bill Gates donate all his money to solve medical and nature problem all over the world, as we know. Donated.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much, Ilya. Maria, what do you think?
Definitely yes. Money can buy happiness, because you cannot be happy when you don't have food for your family, and money plays a great role in order for us to survive. And because we have money, we can have a great bonding together with the family, because we can pay the registration going resort and swim and make a sandcastle with your children. Through the money you spent, you're able to be together with your family, reunited, and you are able to buy food and have a great meal with them, with their favorite menu on the table. So yes, that's why part of our lives is to have a job in order to receive a hefty sum of money, because money can buy happiness. Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, thank you so much. And Rebecca.
I think I'm agree with Maria, because money maybe can make everyone happy. If we need something, then we can just buy. If we have a problem with the health, we can also go to the hospital, and we just need money to pay the bills. And if we want to travel to somewhere and make some break from our life, we can go to another city or enjoying the view of other region, and we need to pay it through money. But I think sometimes money cannot be the important thing, because sometimes we can enjoy our life through little things, such as having a chat with family member, or enjoying the food that is cooked by mother, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's it.
All right, thank you so much. Now it's time for the feedback, where you can ask me some questions, and then the other group will come and we will take a picture. So if you are ready, I'm gonna start. All right, the part that I'm sure you all were waiting for, and I'd like to start with Lisette. So well, you've done a great job today, like all of you did. And you used quite difficult words like dynamic, mindset, conscious. So you demonstrated a good level of and variety of your vocabulary, of your lexicon. And also grammar point. Of course, there were some mistakes, some slips of mouth, but they were not really serious, I would say. Like, for instance, the usage of passive voice. Like, I think this can be by, you said, or something like that. Instead of this can be both. I think that's what you meant. Am I right? So check the passive voice, okay? So like revise this topic. You gave brilliant examples for part 2. You really went in deep, and you really started to involve ourselves, engage in your story. I was really wondering what's going to be, what's going to happen, but the time was up and you couldn't finish. So you have to manage it. If you are preparing for the exam, you should try to be over with when the time is about to buzz, okay? So that you can just maybe say a couple of more sentences, and then the examiner eventually will stop you. So anyway, good, you had an introduction, you gave really lots of examples and lots of details, and yeah, your sentence, your answers were well structured. Thank you for this. Yeah, have anything to ask or say?
Thank you, Miss. It's always a pleasure to keep learning, and I feel this time, after many months, I feel confident talking, and I'm happy to keep learning.
Sometimes I know that sometimes you get a little bit anxious and exposed, but I think you don't feel this burden on your shoulders anymore, so you feel more relaxed and you got more fluent. So I'm sure you would get even higher band now because you don't feel stressed.
Yes, Miss, I feel happy for that, because when I'm anxious, I just forget all about English and I don't know what to say. And that was what the problem.
Well, many people feel the same way. I think that this is Maria's problem. Over to Maria. I will first point your strong parts and then weaknesses. So first, the vocabulary, perfect. Like you used quite varied vocabulary today, high order vocabulary, like idioms, for example, over the moon. You didn't repeat happy all the time. You said phrasal verb like went through. Grammar, it's also one of your strongest sides. Your sentences are well structured. Your ideas are well structured with arguments, and everything is at the place. Just sometimes you have repetitions and you sound a little bit, I would say, erratic. Yes, so like it seems like you lose train of thought, so that's why you start sounding like erratic. And so just calm down, don't worry, you're doing just fine. I would say you're doing better than many of the learners that I've been teaching. So really you're doing just fine, I should tell you. So once you take control, remember you said we need to control the situations, and I added we need to control ourselves first. So once you learn this skill, you will control your emotions, you will control your speech, your breathing, everything, so that your speech will get even more fluent. Okay.
Exactly. It's on my emotion. Yeah.
Yeah. So and part 2 was really well structured. I don't know if you've been preparing for it or not, but it was well structured with introduction, body part, and conclusion. Okay, now I'd like to give some feedback to Rebecca. Rebecca, also I will tell, of course, your strong sides. You can express yourself, although sometimes you feel a little bit of like some difficulties to express yourself. You use your vocabulary and grammar are basic, to be honest, but you put them really well, I would say. Yeah, you can express yourself well. So, okay, you rely on the, basic grammar and vocab, but you really mastered it. So what I would, if I were you, I would work on advancing my grammar, or if you know the grammar, you are not using so many complex sentences. So I would try, if I were you, to practice more and then implement some more complex structures on your speech. And as for vocabulary, today you spoke, we talked about happy, and you could find some synonyms. So whenever there is a topic, examiner will always look into your use of synonyms. You shouldn't be always say happy. You could say over the moon, upbeat, on cloud nine. There are many, many idiomatic expressions. Please check the PDF that we've shared with you. You will see lots of idiomatic expressions with happy. Well, as for pronunciation, you are certainly clear, and we can easily understand you. Just what I would suggest to work on your intonation. By intonation, I mean you sound a little bit monotonous, but in English they have raising and falling intonation, so you've got to work on it. And of course, you need to work on the structure of your ideas. So you did your best today to structure your ideas, but they sometimes they were hard to follow, I would say. So for this, you need to use some connectors, okay? So when you use connectors, people can easily understand where you're heading for, okay? Do you have any questions, Rebecca?
Okay, thanks a lot. Maybe I need more practice here.
Of course. Of course, yes, you need more practice, surely. Thank you for coming. And the last one, welcome everyone. We have one more feedback left. One more piece is to Ilya. Ilya, you have good vocabulary and grammar. Especially, at the beginning, you were saying like slope of the mountain, and using some other words, mist, which are not really common. So you know some terminology regarding to the situation, because not everyone can actually
knows some terms. Okay, I realized it. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. And not only terms, but also, slope of mountain, not many people would even think maybe in their own language. So it's quite a good thing that you know, and you can express it in English and in this environment. So yeah, and you have really valid arguments. So you back up your answers with really great arguments. Although, people don't say that, examiners usually don't judge the argumentation part. So important is just, you should speak, but, statistics show that stronger arguments or, maturity in your speech also plays an important role in evaluating and getting higher scores. So this is your strong field, strong side. So you have also nice structures, valid examples, as I said. Yeah, so I would work on fluency. I would work on elevating the vocabulary and grammar. Keep working on it, and I'm sure that you will achieve your goals. And you mispronounced today the word of mountain. You say mountain or something like that. It's mountain.
Mountain, yeah. I have. Yes, I know about this problem with pronunciation.
It's okay. It's not really, you don't have a strong impact of your L1. So you have an American accent, so it sounds really natural when you speak. Yeah, so you are totally clear in your accent, I should say. So I don't think anyone will have any difficulty to understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, but still, and I think I said today wrongly. I said Elon Musk.
Elon, yeah.
Elon. I helped you, but then later on, it's not. Yeah,
Elon, yeah.
All right, and so thank you. So, do you have anything to ask me or to say?
what score what score did I get if it was a real exam? As what your assessment of today's?
Well, please, you need to come to my assessment interview. So where I assess the students, and that will be more clear because it was just I have to mute you. Okay. So because you have different bits of answers, but in order to evaluate you correctly, I should have you like from the beginning up until the end. It will take like just 12 minutes of speaking maybe, and plus some analysis will take some time, so we can talk a little bit later. You can text me afterwards.
Okay, I will. I will.
Okay. And guys, so I think it's picture time. I hope you the other group also had fun with happiness.
Thank you, Alina. Thank you for your time with us.
Let me check the questions if we have any. By the way, Joshua, if you want to take your picture and to be in the picture, you have to turn on your camera. Okay. So here's Joshua. I can see you now. Okay, smile everyone. Now, let me quit the live session. I could see that no one asked the questions. Maybe in the, in the comments we will read and later on we will respond. You can ask your friends to watch if they have any questions they can answer. So I'm stopping the live. I should, if someone is watching